If you run the story, you'll go to jail, and you'll affect the stock offering. You'll hurt. Mrs. Graham is going to be responsible for it. You could ruin everything if you decide to go against in this case, the Nixon White House and the Justice Department. But Ben Bradlee and many other people there just said, there's no reason to have a First Amendment if we can't do this. And so it was an extremely dangerous call at the time. Now it's like, you can print almost anything and nobody says boo. But at that point, that brand of truth was so volatile that they didn't know if cops were going to come knocking on their doors or if the federal marshals were going to come in and smash up the printing presses in order to keep them going. And Ben Bradlee didn't know if he would have a job or if he would have a convict serial number on his chest when it was all done. It was really, it's amazing that so much was at stake over printing the truth as it had existed for decades on these other pieces of paper. He just knew that he had a big personality. He knew that he had an interest and a curiosity. He knew he had the tools, both as a classic journalist, but also as that motivator of people, that person that could not just cajole, but could also challenge and move forward. He knew that he never lied, and no one who ever spoke to him ever dared lie. But if it was bad news, he took it the same way as he took good news, which is, all right, well, let's deal with this and let's get on to whatever the next step was. Meryl, or as I call her, Miss Streep, she has 3 or 4 moments of pure cinema that are magnified by the place that they come in the movie. It's one thing to have a cool line and a cool shot and have a cool beat in a movie, but it's something else in order to have them play out when the entire movie is hanging in the balance and you're on the edge of their seat. Stephen he's a great regulator of the tempo and the timbre of a scene. He will ignore moments that you think are important and come in specifically on moments that you didn't even see as being all that necessary because he's looking at some other aspect of the scene. He would come up to me and he would ask for a little more voice. He would ask for some other kind of more like specifics, but he would also then periodically come by and say, "Don't be so sure of yourself." I said, wow, I love that. Not so sure of her. Or other times, he would say, "Come in, don't say anything. Just watch and observe." And that's a lot of times that's the antithesis of what actors want to do, but it's actually it's the perfection of what can be screen acting, because then you're just being as opposed to pontificating.